Should we start? Yeah, please. Good afternoon, one and all. Uh, I welcome you all for today's meeting with respect to India's stand, particularly on various issues at WTO's Ministerial Conference held in Cameroon. I request Sachin sir, Parminder sir, Ravi sir, and Ranja to be on dais. Okay? Okay. Ranja, Parminder sir, Sachin sir. Okay, then, yeah, you may please.
We will do everything, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. This is a app, yeah. All right. Please, sir.
Advocacy guys don't shy from it.
Okay. Now, you may be, let me introduce first of all what we are. हम लोग कौन है basically. We are GI contributor in India basically, and our organization known as a GMGC, Great Mission Group Consultancy, based in Pune. We work on intellectual property right, but at the same time we have been participating since 2003 for WTO's various ministerial conferences. I have been attending, this is my 9th ministerial conference, and various position paper we have submitted to the WTO's website, and those are published. Now, you will find here some products are displayed. Those are our GI registered product. Where we have a thought, AI may take your job, GI will give you your job. So this pagdi which we have registered in 2007, then you will find Arnaik from the various part, from Nagaland, from Manipur, and from Maharashtra, and our national flag is also here. Another pagdi we have also applied for a GI is Phule Pagdi, Mahatma Phule, who was a social reformer, and another one is a Shinde Pagdi. So this is a gathering which we intend to have for India's stand at Cameroon Ministerial Conference. So we have Ranja ma'am, we have Parminder ji, we have Sachin sir. One by one we will take their views, and we will submit it to the right authority. We have requested the Honorable Minister, but due to his commitment, due to his some engagement, he is not able to join today. However, they will join in future, and we will submit our documents to them immediately to that. So now I request Ranja ma'am to express your views on agricultural issues and stand by India, please.
Okay. Thanks, Ganesh, for organizing this meeting. And we know that, our officials and the minister, of course, they are busy. So we were not fully sure that they could come. But anyway, about India's position, we've been struggling for long to get an outcome on the public stockholding issue, a permanent solution on public stockholding, and India has been at the forefront of that battle. And since 2013, in the Bali Ministerial, we got this interim solution, but that clause, that tool was kind of riddled with a lot of conditions. So India has kind of used that mechanism a few times, but it's faced a lot of questions. Though the question is, this permanent a solution on this was agreed to be given by 2017, but 2017 is now 9 years back, and we still don't have the solution. So, we see increasingly that it's generally seen that it's mainly India's interest. That for us, of course, the minimum support price that the government at which the government buys from farmers, and that gives a subsidy to the farmers. And that's very important. We know, we have farmers groups present here from India, and they've said many times how important that subsidy is for them, and that the MSP, the minimum support price tool. But what I am really realized increasingly is that it's very important for many other developing countries and least developed countries. Many of them use food programs like this, where they buy from farmers at a price that helps the farmer to, continue to produce, because they have a certain market. They know that even if the price crashes, the government will buy from them at a price that covers cost of production. But it is very important for countries which are really, India is not the only country for which it matters. There are many Asian countries, and we've increasingly seen, for example, the African group, the LDC group. Even before MC14, we saw strong submissions from the African group, from the LDC group, who were asking for this permanent solution on public stock holding. Also, the other issue is special safeguard mechanism. If our countries are facing an import surge, that they should be able to raise tariffs. Also, cotton. Cotton is again a huge issue for Africa. Many cotton producing countries, but they are being, their livelihoods are being lost because, for example, US subsidies on cotton. So all these issues are outstanding, and we are very disappointed that in MC14, again, they will remain outstanding. There is no question, no hope of solution. But I think I'll just end with a very important point, that the draft declaration on agriculture that we've seen, it actually has nothing of our interest. There's push for reform, a very aggressive liberalization agenda, market-based trading system, which has not worked for developing countries. The only thing we have is that further negotiations should be based on past ministerial decisions and declarations. That mandate is very important, because if we do not have that mandate, and we believe the US is trying to get it deleted, but if we have it removed from the text, it means we have to start negotiating on all these key development issues from zero, which we simply cannot afford to do. So we cannot have an agriculture declaration which has no reference to past ministerial mandates. It should be a red line for India and other developing countries. Thank you.
Great. And I hope that India will remain on that stand till last minute. Now we also have Parminder sir, then he is working extensively on e-commerce. So sir, your views on India's stand with respect to e-commerce.
Hello, I'm Parminder, and I work for an international group called JustNet Coalition. I know that people who are not used to that particular discussion finds it very esoteric. What is e-com moratorium, and what does making a moratorium permanent means? I think a moratorium is generally, meaning is temporary, but whatever. So in generally, they don't understand what it is about. And the point is, it's not that outsiders don't understand, insiders don't understand. So I actually have a contest here that, 10,000 reward for anyone who can coherently tell us what does the e-com moratorium actually cover. And I'll be distributing the award. People can participate, but they should be ready to go on record as representing the country that, yes, this is the thing. So I was talking to somebody, a business yesterday, and I said, what do you think? He said, digital services. And I said, AI, of course. And he said, it's a technology. But I said, no, it's a service. So he said, yes, it is a service. Then I said, that's fine. And I don't have a problem if people agree on certain agreement, but they should know what the agreement is. Do you know that 95% of the delegates you see here do not think it is about what you are saying it is about? And he said, yeah. So I said, as a businessman, do you ever enter into an agreement with another businessman and sign it when you know that both the people going home thinks they have signed on a different document or on a different thing? So that's very funny. I'm very sorry, to me is a proposal at this stage in bad faith. Developed countries like US, Japan, EU, when they're making their own bilaterals, have been expanding the definitions, though the name of the chapter is no custom duty on e-transmission. And inside the definitions are expanded, which very, very clearly shows that it is about digital services, but they wouldn't do that here. And I actually wrote a document here, is welcome, about it. I said, okay, if people don't believe me, just ask the US government during negotiations that let's footnote that this is not about digital services, and you know exactly what it is about. So first problem is not about whether some interests are served by certain tariffs and others are not, which I will come to. The first point is, how can an international agreement for last 30 years be signed when the parties have completely different view about what they think they are signing? And the US, its allies and its businesses know that how would they interpret it. They will interpret it because they will tell you, well, didn't you look around yourself? The definitions have been evolved in other contexts. And that's what it means. And I also think e-transmission does not look like a good at all. I mean, it does look like a flow, and flow is a service. So I don't get an answer, and anybody who has even an iota of an answer-like thing to this, I'm welcome to talk to them. In such circumstances, there's no point in coercing developing countries against their interests in agriculture and manufacturing to sign this unclear document just because they don't know it and they don't have a negotiating power. This, again, I think is a proposal in good bad faith.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just closing.
Yeah. Because we have half an hour and...
This guest won't come, by the way, but
yeah.
I'm closing. And people can agree to a text that we are trying to put tariffs on this 1, 2, 3 things, and then different countries can decide whether I agree or not. But an unclear tariff document should not be carried and people forced to sign on that. I think, therefore, it's definitely time you terminate the moratorium, and if any member wants to bring a proposal to tariff or tax or not to tariff on tax on X, Y, Z, clearly bring it up and the members can decide. But this language, all members agree to continue the practice of no custom duties on e-transmissions without nobody knowing what e-transmissions is, has to end. Thank you. And I am happy that that's the current government of India position.
Thank you very much, Parminder ji. Now I request Sachin sir, who contributed greatly for India's stand previously also, and fortunately he is here. Sir, now dais is yours.
First of all, thank you, Ganesh ji, for organizing this event. And this is also my first time to Cameroon. It's really very friendly country, and I thanks all people from the Cameroon for their hospitality, their friendliness. It's really, we are enjoying it. Now, coming to the topic on the WTO, this is one thing that if anyone is following the WTO negotiation, then people will realize that WTO or multilateralism is under pressure. And this pressure is from two counts, from the external front, then internal front. External front, you will see that the countries are taking unilateral actions, whether in terms of the tariff or sustainability or geopolitical tensions or expansion of the security clause, how they interpret all these things. Then we have the internal challenges about the WTO. For a long time, nothing is moving in terms of the negotiation at the WTO. More than 166 countries, they come together, they discuss about the future of the international trading system. But yes, there are a lot of challenges. The challenges are that how we amplify the voice of the global south. That is the one important thing. Second, dispute settlement mechanism is dysfunctional, it's not working at all. Now, another challenge is coming. The countries are telling that we need to do the WTO reform, but we need to be cautious that rather than reforming, it should not be de-reforming. It should not be that the basic principle, what is the basic principle, that spatial and differential treatment should not be sidelined. Development agenda need to be at the forefront. As Mr. Parminder ji and also Ranja ji mentioned, the concern for the developing country. If I talking about the food security, where the millions of people, even still more than 600 million people are suffering from undernourishment, then why the WTO or international trading system are not giving or not listening to those voices? I always say that COVID pandemic has now curtailed, is finished, But when the pandemic of insensitivity towards low income or resource poor farmers in developing country would end. And for this, we request all trade minister, please be sure that small and marginal farmers' interests need to be the heart of this negotiation. Development agenda need to be the center stage, and it's not only the one issue, whether you take agriculture, whether it's e-commerce moratorium or any other issues, or WTO reforms. The main point is that in the name of the reform, developing countries should not be sacrificial lamb for the altar of the reforms. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sachin sir. Now we also have Biju sir, and then people from Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and also representative of the fishers. Subsil, do you wish to say one or two line to the message that can convey to the rest of the world? Please, sir. Any two, 1 or minute? Yeah, please. Yeah, but okay, it's fine.
Yeah, you can come here also.
You can come and say your organization and your stand in 1 or 2 minutes, because they have.
My name is Vincent Jain. I am from Kanhaiya district of Tamil Nadu, representing Federation of Indian Fisher Organizations. There are so many changes are taking place in the fisheries. But coping with these changes, it is becoming big challenges to the fishermen. So for example, digital marketing without digital literacy. Another one is traceability. So introducing this traceability without any training or without knowing all those things, it is very difficult for the fishermen to follow. So we have to subsidize this technology in the cost of the government, not the cost of the fishermen. So that is what I would like to mention.
Thank you. Thank you. Kanhaiya ji, 1 or 2 line from your side.
Friends, all of you are aware of Lavia Campesina's position about WTO and free trade. There is no attempt to shape WTO. WTO has terribly failed to deliver anything to the small and marginal peasants or the poor people of the world. The development agenda never been getting momentum, and they want to advance the corporate interests now. The reform proposal is not to make this organization work for the poor people. It is being made to work for the transnational corporations and the developed countries. So we propose an alternative trade framework. Lavia Campesina is working on that, and for the last 3 years we have been doing that, and today also we have a briefing meeting. You all can come and participate, and we are also having on 29th we have the public seminar in Suita Hotel. So you are welcome to propose something new.
Thank you.
To scrap WTO.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyone who wish to say on India's stand on through their organization and message to be conveyed to the rest of the world? Okay. Now I repeat why we are here. We are here to come together for a good cause in the interest of the whole world. WTO's 14th Ministerial Conference is here in Cameroon, and that should be with positive note. However, the present scenario is not supposed to see that some kind of positiveness, and that's why we have to come together and express our stand. This is the first attempt what we are doing. So we have heard Ranja with respect to the agriculture, we have heard Parminder ji with respect to the e-commerce, we have also heard Sachin sir with respect to the general stand on India, and I started with the thought of, cultural entrepreneurship, what we began. So you can see that product which we have display here is the symbol of cultural entrepreneurships, which we have registered as a geographical indication. So GI is one of the important issue, but so far not yet took into place. And we have a lot of cultural symbol in India. So, and we have a very successful model with respect to the GI registration and GI promotion. So, like what I have registered this Puneri Pagdi in 2007. Now, in Pune University, they have replaced this Puneri Pagdi with the convocation hood. And then there is an employment, and 5 lakh Pagdis will be in demand. So, AI may take your job, GI will give you the job. So that's what the thought is all about. But unfortunately, GI is not yet agenda. What sometimes we found the developed countries are doing, they are sidelining the other issues and taking the issue in their interest. But we wanted to take some issues like this. So here is the meeting, what we informally wish to convey the message, what we have already expressed through the various way, maybe a position paper, maybe a statement, maybe a personal interview, maybe. So let's now put it in a very common one platform, and that's the interest. And India is always working in the interest of developing countries, always working in the interest of least developed countries. India already on the firm on particularly permanent solution to the public stock holding. Also, we may not accept the extension of the e-commerce moratorium. And further, whatever the stance with respect to the fisheries, with respect to the special and differential treatment, we will further strengthen. This is the first attempt. We are coming together and we are taking our stand together. And I hope this will strengthen the India stand through the next 2 to 3 days. And we will keep on meeting, we will keep on discussing, we will keep on understanding and negotiating with the developed countries with the interest of India and as a representative of the developing countries and least developed countries. With this note, Sachin sir wanted to add something on that. Please, sir.
Just 1 minute. That there are a lot of issues now being discussed at the WTO. So, just for information, my name is Sachin Sharma, and I am Director General RIS. Is a research and information system for developing country, and we came out with a report. If Mr. Ganesh allow, this is the report where all these issues being discussed in detail, and this whole report is written by 39 authors, not only the academician but practitioners, stakeholder, negotiators. They come together on each and every issue which being discussed at the WTO in the ongoing ministerial conference. We will share the leaflets. You can download by scanning the QR code. Thank you very much. Thank you for this.
See, one can easily understand how India and Indians are preparing to save the world, to promote the world, and like individual level, organizational level, and institutional level, they are contributing, studying, and I hope India's contribution will remain best, and we will really do the needful for the developing countries, these developed countries, and that's from the message from our side to the rest of the world. If anyone wanted to wish to ask any kind of questions, then can be addressed by the panelist. Yes? So thank you for joining us. And QR code or this?
Yeah, will share.
Can be shared on that. So thank you very much for joining this meeting. Yeah, we can have a group photographs. Yeah, these all are GI. Ranja asked the question, and I have to answer this because this question is in my mind. These all are GI. Parminder sir, 1 minute. Yeah. This is a GI, geographical indication. You know that communities intellectual property right. They are from different part of India. They are from Nagaland, Manipur, Assam. There is a area called Bodoland, and these are from Pune. This is from Himachal. So that's the one. Thank you.
Can you click one photo?
Yes.
Okay. Photo. Can I give you? Then you give.
Yeah, I will give you one. Then you can give me mine. या तुम्ही या सर बिजू कन्हैया जी प्लीज ज्वाइन. हम लोग कहते हैं फोटो निकालते वक्त जी आई कहना है. जी आई से जी आई. दीदी आप भी ज्वाइन हो जाइए.
आप नहीं आ रही.